Solo Leveling Arise is free-to-play action RPG developed and published by Netmarble. The game is based on solo leveling manhwa, and today I will be evaluating the game and try to answer is Solo Leveling Arise worth playing question. Let's start. First of all, prologue was too shallow and fast. I understand they wanted not to waste too much time on the prologue by thinking people who read the manhwa or watched anime will play the game and already know this stuff, but still, it doesn't change the fact they skipped too much details. The parts that we are skipped in the prologue or in other story chapters seem to be divided into side chapters, and after playing main chapters in the story, you can see the skipped parts from other hunters' points of view. But I found this quite unnecessary. They should have been part of the main story chapters and shouldn't be divided like this. It only makes playing them tedious since you need to play them one by one separately. And there were some changes made, like Jinwoo being a little bit too more powerful than we knew before becoming player, and having a sword instead of weak dagger he had and can kill monsters like werewolves without any problem, and that was kind of nonsense and unfaithful to original material. It would be better if they stayed true to his being weakest at the first part of the story. Along with these problems, certain other things were different as well, like how MC killed Kasaka with his bare hands in the original material, but here he killed with a sword attack to its head instead. But I should add, there are some really cool story paths, like having some animated manhwa panels from the original source, etc. Let's talk about the gameplay. In this game, gameplay is divided into two different styles. The first style is the style we play with Jinwoo, our main character from the series, along with support hunters and shadows. The second style is the one you play with 3 hunters choices of yours. In this one, you will be controlling those hunters without Sang Jinwoo and will change back and forth between them while playing. In main story chapters, you obviously play with Sang Jinwoo, but in side chapters, you do play with the hunters instead, and this is not just for the chapters. In other game modes like Gates, Battlefields of Trials, or Anchor missions, you will be needing to play with your hunter team as well. While playing with the Sang Jinwoo, you will have 11 basic, 3 Q2A and 2 ultimate skills, but you can only use 2 basic and 1 ultimate same time. Along with these skills, you will have 3 hunter support skills you will be getting from hunter of your choices and Shadow Armor Sport skill. And while playing with hunters, you will have 2 basic and 3 special skills. And while hunters have fixed 2 basic attack combos, Sang Jinwoo will have different basic attack combos according to the weapon type he uses. I'm saying type because the same type of weapon has exact or nearly same basic attack combos, and we have around 11 weapon type as well. Sadly, combat in this game is quite boring, especially after the first couple of hours. And here's why. First of all, the enemy variety is quite bad. Even at very low levels, you will be seeing the exact same enemies and bosses over and over again in different game modes. And it's not just boring, same time it makes no sense at all considering how many enemy type our main source series has. I really don't understand how they can mess up enemy variety like this, even though groundwork literally done by original source already. Secondly, level design sucks like most games realized with the focus of being mobile game. Like enemy variety, even at low levels, you will be seeing the exact same place designs over and over again. With all these negative points, playing this game feels like doing the exact same thing with the exact same enemies and in exact same places over and over again. And that's straight up boring as fuck. Heck, if you all of these are not enough, we have autoplay mode as well. Meanwhile, it's there to help you grind without needing to play yourself. It literally screams even game devs know playing this game sucks. And considering how much grind you have gotta do in this game, since it's grindy as fuck, they add autoplay mode to make sure players don't get bored too much. Yeah, instead of putting effort on combat, enemy and level designs, let's add autoplay. I mean, that's a great way to fix things, right? right? Do you think problems have ended here? Huh, you wish. Let me tell you about how progressing in this game works. This game has worst progressing system I have ever seen. You can't just play the game and progress with the story and other game modes. There is no organic and natural progress because you do become underleveled or underpowered at a lot of points over and over again. You either will be blocked from playing certain content since you are not even at recommended level, game will block you from playing, or you will start losing fights or can't get all 3 trophies giving you draw tickets you need to draw hunters and weapons. This especially sucks if you are free-to-play player, since you have limited ways to get draw tickets and you need them for hunters and weapons. At those points you gotta grind your level and get more powerful. And if you are free-to-play player, your only ways are either grinding gates, getting X from activity funds, or playing story on hard mode. And none of these are able to fix your problem fast enough, because how many times you can do them in a day is limited. And thanks to that, you will be forced to grind boring gates, etc. every day, collect X from activity funds, not progress with the game, and wait their cooldowns to reset next day to repeat the boring process until you get enough levels and power. Personally, I had this problem around level 20 one time and then around level 30 and 40 4 times. So as far I can see and hear from people, it's constant problem you will be facing, and at higher levels it won't be taking just days, it will take a week. It's terrible design for progress, boring as fuck, and fucking bullshit. It's clear as a day this is done just to make sure free-to-play players suffer and force them to become paid players, because it's far easier if you are not a free-to-play player, since by paying money to the game you can get yourself VIP bonuses like more X boosts, or simply you can buy draft tickets or things you need, get the powerful weapons or hunters you need, etc. And then let's talk about sound and music. Honestly, music and sounds are not bad, but there are 2 problems I should mention. First of all, characters scream their skill names too frequently, and that's really annoying. Secondly, English voiceover lip sync does not exist. Characters just move their lips constantly while the voiceover plays, and it looks pretty amateurish. I guess since people mostly play the game on the mobile, they didn't want to put too much effort into it, considering how small the phone screen is and you can't really see the lips or anything, but on PC it looks very bad. Visually, the game looks good for its own style. Colors are vibrant, gear designs are well made, skills effects are cool, enemy designs looks good, level design sucks, and optimization is not bad. Lastly, let's talk about gacha mechanics and answer the question, the game is pay to win or not. First of all, we don't have PvP in this game, so technically it's not pay to win, since you can't use whale powers against other players. But it is pay to win? Yes. You can nearly buy everything. Draft tickets, materials you need, currencies you need like a gold, cases giving you SSR weapons, X boost, instance gate clear, way called sweep, less limited entrances to the game modes like gates, etc. And not to forget, game constantly asks you if you wanna see new deals, even while you are literally middle of the cutscene. So the game is pretty shameless with sales tactics as well. Alright, let's talk about pros. If you are a fan of the series, this is the only game you can be in the solo leveling universe. Visually, the game looks good and has good optimization. And the cons: storytelling is not well made and not fully faithful to the original source. Combat is quite boring and repetitive. Enemy variety and level design variety is bad. The progression system is terrible. It's not really free-to-play friendly. Verdict: playing this game made me wanna go and watch the anime or read the manhwa again, because the more I played I got more bored and starting to see how better anime and manhwa we are. So the answer to the is solo leveling arise worth playing question is, it's worth trying if you are die-hard solo leveling fan and if you don't mind spending some bucks on it, because even as a person who love anime and manhwa and think series is nearly perfect power fantasy series, I was seriously bored and had to fight with myself to not drop the game at early parts. For enjoying this game you need to be die-hard solo leveling fan can ignore all negative points I told, be ready to spend some money on it and just play the sake of playing solo leveling game, which is understandable because it was the reason why I didn't drop the game after realizing most of negative points and keep playing more. But if you are not die-hard fan of solo leveling series, I'm gonna say it's not worth